Can we stop with these I got cancelled video titles? Everyone knows no one has gotten cancelled.
Did you see Mudahar's cancellation video? I got canceled over this video. Oh yeah, I saw this. Basically Mudahar made a video exposing Keffals for being bad. I didn't watch it. Keffals is a trans...
I didn't watch it. Nice one, asmongold. And already spreading misinformation, by the way. Mudahar did not make an expose video. In that video, he did not expose absolutely a single thing about Keffals. All the information in that video was, I think, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 years old at this point. He just made a documentary about the things that people already know about Keffals and what happened. I know a little bit about Keffals, and in that video there was not a single thing that was new to me, and I have just passively heard over the years. So it was not an exposed video. It's just effectively a documentary that recounts everything that has happened.
Trans female, originally a male, and so Mudahar had art done of Keffals.
Weak. Couldn't even say male.
This was the picture. People said it was transphobic and they were mad about it.
I don't know. That's probably the best Keffals has ever looked.
Like, this is my opinion about it. There were a bunch of things in that video. Nobody's even talking about the video. Like, if you have a 1-hour video of somebody doing a bunch of bad stuff and you get hung up about the picture of the person, that, like, really, like, where...
First of all, what actually does surprise you, honestly? That's to be expected, that's the thing that they're gonna do. They're gonna try and take the conversation and steer it in a completely different direction to completely dodge any blame or accountability possible. We know this. This is an old playbook. This is also completely nothing new. Also, again, every single thing in that video is like 2 or 3 years old. Everyone has talked about it at this point. I have talked about it even slightly, I think, in some off stuff. But again, nothing new. He didn't expose anything. It's just a documentary.
Like, this is one problem that I think people have on Twitter, and this is what people have, is like, Mudahar, like, what has he done that's like about hating trans people? Like, what is he? Because I haven't heard of anything that he did like that. He doesn't make negative videos about them. He doesn't do any of this.
I mean, you imply that someone who identifies trans is bad. That is a sin that you should be hanged for, deplatformed, and, you know, bad things should happen to you, obviously.
Shit. And so, changing the topic. Yeah, they're changing the topic. They're just looking for some way that, like, he's actually wrong. Guess the thumbnail takes 0 seconds of watching a video. Yeah, this and welcome to my fucking life. Somebody gets mad at the thumbnail of a video or the first 3 seconds of it, and nobody watches the video. There's a whole discourse about the video that nobody watched, and everybody's getting mad about it. The reason, this is what you have to understand, is that on Twitter, everybody is a fucking idiot. Like, everybody is dumb as fuck on Twitter. So you can never convince stupid people that they're wrong, and you will only be stupid in the process of doing so. You will become the stupid one. But just people interpreting in the most negative tunnel possible. Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't think anybody should take Twitter seriously at all. They're not even people that are on that website. They're just like stupid animals that don't even know how to think. I'll watch the first 5 minutes of this. I don't want to.
Spoken like the true incarnation of logic that he is. My God, asmongold, yes. Tell him who are the smart people.
Watch the whole thing. Oh, what is this here?
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar.
Is he
I
actually
don't know
gonna
if I'm
watch
debating around the idea of asmongolding the title.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, it worked, by the way. Hey.
I've been cancelled.
How do you know it worked? You didn't check out the reviews.
But to be real with you, ladies.
Yeah.
You see, the problem with stuff like this is maybe you're the idiot.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I wanted to do a little bit of a debrief on one of the more controversial videos I uploaded in my entire career on this channel. Now,
it's not a controversial video. It's a controversial thumbnail.
Wait, actually, let's check if it actually did work. Let's check if Mudahar's thing worked. Some ordinary gamers. Okay, some ordinary gamers. Let's look at the amount of views it got. Holy! I got cancelled. 470k views. Ghost of Ubisoft Assassin's Creed video 2 days ago. 24-hour difference. 410 views. I will never buy another EA game 6 days ago. 570,000 views. The original Keffels video, almost 1 million views. That's a lot, by the way. Nice. Xbox is failing apart. 470. The biggest 4chan dating app just got leaked. Only 300. Now, judging by everything that's happening, Asmongold, I don't think the Asmongold title got him extra views, honestly. I'm sorry. But again, you're wrong. This is what happens when you assume everything you do is correct. You don't check if it's actually correct. You just call it correct because your ego is bloated to an absolute unreasonable level.
5 days ago, I uploaded a video talking about an internet person known as Keffels.
Wait, did he actually... I didn't pay attention. Did he actually change the thumbnail at this point? Let's check real quick. Nope. Thumbnail's still there. Nice one, Mudahar.
Where I looked into their history and looked into a lot of the shady history, and it was about an hour and 33 minutes of actual, looking into a past,
like
gathering all of the receipts, and putting it together in a concise video. Something I will say I enjoyed really putting together, okay? I love making long-form videos.
Yeah, see? It's not an expose, it's a documentary.
Like that, in amongst the daily goofs and the gaffes that we have over here, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, since then, I've uploaded the video, and it's done pretty positively. It's got around, I think, 95.9% likes to dislike, like the ratio itself.
A lot of people like the video.
Which, compared to my average of 98%, shows that even with the controversy, a grand majority of the people watching on my channel really did enjoy it. And
well, most controversies begin and end on Twitter. Nobody goes from Twitter to do anything. The reason why Twitter controversies are so popular is because they're completely effortless. You don't have to do anything. You just type something on there, you get likes, and then that's it. The moment that you have to go to another website or whatever, for example, anytime that there's this crazy thing about me, right? Everybody's talking about me on Twitter.
Instantaneously makes it all about him. Oh, never change, Asmongold, never change. By the way, Asmongold unironically thinks that he gets cancelled every day and that he's trending on Twitter every day. I'll tell you a secret about Twitter. If you fucking Google yourself and you actually have a following and even 100 people are talking about you, Twitter is gonna show you yourself as trending constantly. Just a small little thing. And considering Asmongold is that megalomaniac type, yeah, he Googles himself, he Twitters himself, he searches for himself everywhere on the internet. Of course. Of course, YouTube is going to show you videos of people talking about you. Of course, Twitter is going to mention that, hey, someone's talking about Asmongold. That's you, buddy. Oh, my God. Imagine thinking that you are trending every single day on Twitter. Imagine.
Nobody comes into my chat and says anything.
Fucking Taylor Swift and Nicki Minaj don't trend every single day on Twitter.
I think maybe there's 2 people, right? Maybe 1 person. Because nobody else says anything, because they're lazy.
Those types of videos that I like to make.
Yeah, they're not gonna do anything.
Now, to understand, I make videos on tons of controversial subjects all the time.
Yeah.
And in fact, some of my most favorite videos were videos where I made them on Save the Kids, alongside Coffee Solo, the whole Rubets investigation.
I remember that.
Working on The Completionist with Carl Jobst. And then, of course, doing this.
Oh, what happened to The Completionist? Again, I still want conclusion to this.
I love covering this kind of stuff because looking into these stories and actually making waves and what I believe is making a difference and informing individuals is something I like doing, okay? Now, since that video's release, there's been some criticism, and none of it surprisingly on the video's content of itself.
Wow.
Wow.
Welcome to the fucking club. What a surprise.
I mean, there's plenty of people who actually talk about what Asmongold says. Hey, I do this as a pastime hobby, boys. I just literally wait for videos where he tries to be objective about something. He just ignores all of them. Again, remember, this is the Asmongold playbook. If you don't like something that he says, you're not being logical. You're being emotional. Because he can view things from an objective point of lens, and no one else in the world is capable of that, obviously. So he knows better what you think. If you're someone who Asmongold likes, like for example Hassan, anything you say is good. Who was the one that said that the NRA should be planted with flowers, you know, of the boom boom kind? That one. Yeah, Asmongold defended that person and said, well, it's not actionable. And literally not even a day or two ago, what happened? I did a video about that. There was the girl that he was white knighting, and someone says, I'm gonna R you. And he instantaneously was, you can't say that! Can you threaten to bomb places and ask people to do it? Yes, of course you can. That's just normal. But when it comes to saying something on the line in a game lobby where you have no idea who the other person is while getting egged on and absolutely ignoring anything, just the blatantly out of context small snippet that you have, well, that's just going too far. That's just, you can't say things. Again, we're talking about literally the transcended god of logic here. It's gonna be hard to beat.
In fact, ever since this video has come out, there's been a small but somewhat vocal minority of people that have come out and labeled me as a transphobic individual, going as far as to label my wife, who is in an interracial relationship with me, a neo-Nazi. In fact, I found out that because...
Well, being in an interracial relationship doesn't actually make it for you to impossible to be that, if we're being completely fair. Because you had black people and Jews who, you know, were on the side of Nazis because they thought they're not gonna get killed, and they were extremely for it because they thought they're gonna be spared. Again, that doesn't mean that you're not something.
Because of me having an Indian past, I might be a little bit more Aryan than one would expect. Now, I shouldn't have to preface...
This is the reason why we need to have, like, age verification on the internet and on Twitter for, like, social media. Because, like, I guarantee you, if you made it to where only 18-year-olds and above could post on Twitter, none of this would have happened.
All of this would have happened. Who do you think is posting this? 12-year-olds? Hell no. This is probably some 25-year-old.
Like, guaranteed, this shit would not have happened. These are little kids doing this. And, like, the reason why I know it's always little kids is, like, I will go to their profile and they don't have any pictures of themselves.
Wait, what the fuck is this? There is a long-standing theme of white supremacists fetishizing internal relationships and the actual view to literally name the Indian people honorary Aryans. Did they actually do it with the Indians? I'm not sure. The Japanese were. That is actually true. But the Indians? I have a feeling that's probably a big nope here.
But they'll have pictures about, like, Steven Universe and, like, Teen Titans. And there'll be, like, a post about,
I mean, yeah, sure, they're cartoons, but how are you fucking better playing video games as a grown-ass man in that case? It's not really different. It's just, it's on the same plane, and you just have picked and choose that your part of the plane is the correct one and everyone else is on the wrong one.
Like, Minecraft. Like, bitch, you're fucking 14. Get the fuck off of here. What are you doing? Go play outside.
This honestly,
no, and by the way, I know that there are 30 and 40 and 50-year-olds that are in the mix, but they would have never got traction. Like, they stand on the shoulders of an innumerable amount, a fucking endless army of brain-dead 13-year-olds. The brain-dead 13-year-olds, they are the glue that holds everything together.
should really have to go out and spell this out, but to anybody watching,
Yeah.
I think all Nazism, I think all these kind of evil
You think
ideologies
Nazis
are
bad?
bad.
It's bad.
Okay?
Being a Nazi's bad.
Again, it's
Some hard-hitting opinions right here, boys. Oof, bad things bad.
You heard
here's
it here.
the wildest thing about this situation, okay? To think that I'm going to pander to a group of people that would call me a poo in the loo in any normal capacity
Yeah.
is
Nice.
actually brain dead, okay? I have a lot more self-respect than doing that. Now, at the same time, anybody that's hitting at me with maybe, ooh, Muda enjoys a little edgy joke here and there, I come from an old school 4chan era where,
Yeah, I do too. I think it's fucking funny. You gonna get mad about it? Good. Fuck you. I think it's funny if you're mad. That's what I think.
anything goes on certain
You see, again, anime picture's bad, but I'm a 4chan user and proud of it. Not bad? I'm slightly confused here. Again, the line drawn here is fucking completely self-serving bullshit. It's just everything I do is good, everything other people do is bad.
sites
Yeah.
on the internet. So if some of those jokes
Too
kind
bad.
of come out and they may be a little bit crass, it's not coming from a place
Cry,
of hate. It's
bitch.
just because that's
Yeah.
the era I'm from. And you know what? Over the last few years, I have genuinely tried to kind of correct myself to be a little more inclusive on this channel, and so to speak.
I've
But
done the opposite.
So Modahar's video has the thing that his audio is fucked and you can constantly hear this effectively happening.
I think that, like, if anybody's gonna get mad about what I talk about or what I say fuck them. Like, I'm not gonna let
Well, of course you're gonna say that because you can never be wrong. Of course.
somebody else try to go and tell me what I like and what I don't like, what I think, what I don't think. If somebody wants to go and make up some fucking fan fiction about how I'm a Nazi, go ahead. Like, that's fine. Like, this is the cost of not having mental asylums, right?
anyways, to go back
Yeah.
to like the whole idea of Nazism and transphobia
is
and all that, I
crazy.
think it's actually quite insulting for anybody that would even claim on some of these boards. I remember when Muda used to read those creepypastas. That was in the Paleolithic era, dog. But thank you. But if you're one of those people who are like, I remember when he was on the deep web browsing. Why can't we go back to some of that? Well, it's
Oh,
because
yeah, so he gets the same shit that I get.
for
Yeah.
200 episodes, you kind of tap out all the content you can. But if you were an active viewer, you would realize that anytime I came across, Nazi content or anything really evil, actual racist behavior, transphobic behavior, I would sit down and actually make fun of that behavior, okay? I would really actually make fun of evil ideologies like that.
Doesn't sound true. Again, if you're gonna claim that you were on 4chan and now you tell me, oh, I actually make fun of it, yeah, I don't fucking buy that one even bit.
Because
I just don't. If you're gonna tell me you were on 4chan and then you're a fighter for all of this garbage, I don't believe you one bit. I do not. I think you're doing it just to not get actually cancelled.
I think you should make
I hope Mudahar knows that you're never gonna convince these people, because like you cannot make a video and reason a person out of a position they didn't reason themselves into. Like there's no reason why like he is transphobic because there's a picture of somebody that's unflattering. Like I've seen 50 other videos and pictures that dude drew that are all unflattering, but this one is somehow
If you couldn't reason people out of things, then the world would have stopped existing a long, long time ago. So, that's not true. You can't reason people out of this. But the fact that asmongold is bad at reasoning and he can't actually get people to see his point of view, and all he can do is, because of that, call people stupid, he obviously believes that you cannot reason people out of potential points of view. Because, again, asmongold cannot fail. He is the logic, and logic cannot fail.
special. Get the fuck out of here. It's crazy. You're never going to convince this person or get this person to think that you're not a bad person, because they're not thinking that you're a bad person. They feel like you're a bad person. You can make a 2-hour video and disprove every single thing that they say. And then you know what they're going to turn around and do? They're going to say, yeah, but if he wasn't one, he wouldn't feel like he needed to make the 2-hour video. He's hiding something from us because
That is the cheapest excuse ever, but okay.
you can never beat it's a fucking pigeon and chess thing. You can't beat a pigeon on chess because it's just gonna get on the board.
in chess, but okay.
kick all the pieces over, fly away, shit on your car, and think it won the match.
That's not the analogy, but okay.
That's the reason. Lion Ted. That's right. And this is, and I learned this. I haven't told this story for a while, so I'll get back. I'll tell it again. So one time I was watching, this is like election 2016, Donald Trump, Republican primary. Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, and Donald Trump. There's a few other losers, but nobody cares about them. And anyway, Ted Cruz goes to 1v1 a debater, a Trump supporter. And Ted Cruz gets down in the trenches. And this is like some old, 55-year-old guy, works at like a bait shop in like Florida, some shit like that, right? I got no idea. But anyway, this dude goes and Ted Cruz tries to 1v1 him. And he says, what do you not like about what I said? And then this guy explains. He's like, well, I don't like that you said this. Ted Cruz systematically dismantles every single thing that this guy says and made him look like the absolute biggest fucking idiot in front of everybody. And the guy goes, there he is again. He's doing it right now, boys. It's Lion Ted. See him? He's lying right now. There he is. Lion Ted. Then everybody started chanting around Ted Cruz, Lion Ted, Lion Ted.
That sounds pretty goddamn awesome. Okay, so one small thing. What if the guy does... Okay. So, Ted Cruz said everything right, explained everything. But what if that guy does not believe his explanations because he knows of a thing that you don't know? Okay? Imagine that. Imagine that guy knows actually more about the subjects that Ted Cruz is talking about than you. And because he knows that, what Ted says is not actually useful for the subject matter or whatever. And now you're the idiot because, well, you know less of him, but you think that he needs to be subjugated now because, yes, some rando explained to me everything, but there's problems with but you don't know there's problems with what he explained. That is a possibility. I have no idea what he's talking about. And man, that sounds like a good clip, though. I want to see it. If anyone knows how to get that clip on YouTube, please link below or tell me in below what I should search for, because that sounds pretty funny. In any case, yeah, I guess we're done here. I'm getting kind of bored. Almost good story though. Almost 10 out of 10.